Hello students, welcome back to our channel. So we welcome you to part 5 of our number place series. Today we are going to dive into chapter 3 of class 6 Ganita Prakash book. We are tackling a super exciting topic on page number 68, that is Collard's conjecture. A mathematician, Lothar Collard's, proposed a puzzle that has stumped mathematicians for years. It is called conjecture because we believe it is true for all numbers, even though nobody has officially proven it yet. So let us see some rules here. First, A part, you can see 12. Next number is 6, half of it. Next 6, 3. Now this is odd number. When this is 3, you move to 10. 10 means 3 into 3, 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. Again, this is even number, so divisible by 2, 5. Now again odd number. So you will write 5 into 3, 15 plus 1 is 16. 16 again even number. So half of it 8, half of it 4, half is 2 and last half is 1. If you 1 is odd number, so when you multiply by 3 and add 1 to it, you will get 4. Again 4 is even, so we are getting 2, half of it. Again we are getting, so we are getting into a loop that is 1, 4, 2 and 1. Similarly, you can see 17. 17 3s are 51 plus 1, 52. 52 half is 26. 26 half is 13. Again odd number. 13 3s are 39 plus 1, 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20. Even number, so divided by 2, 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 is odd. So multiply by 3, 15 plus 1, 16. Again we are getting 8, half of it, 4, 2 and 1. So we are getting again back to 1. So it consists of a rule, simple rule. Suppose a number n is there. If it is even, then apply n by 2, means divide the number by 2. If it is odd, apply 3n plus 1, multiply by 3 and add 1 to it. And this process continues till we get 1. Here we can take another example. Let us take 6. 6 is even number. So when you divide by 2 now, even number is divided by 2, it is 3. Now 3 is odd number, so odd multiply by 3 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 is even number, divided by 2 is 5. Now 5 is odd number, so multiply by 3 plus 1 is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 8 is even, divided by 2, 4. 4 is even, divided by 2 is 2. 2 is even, divided by 2 is 1. So this is applicable for each and every number. So we cannot escape from this loop. Already we have one loop of 1, 4, 2, 1. So you can see we are getting into a loop. Now, why is it unsolved? It is often called simplest math problem no one can solve because it is incredibly easy to understand but mathematically profound. The sequence skips around so chaotically that it often compared to erratic up and down motion of hailstorms. This is how it is unsolved, because we are getting into a loop and we cannot find any escape out of it. Now page number 69, make some more Collard's sequences like those above, starting with your favorite whole number. Do you always reach 1? So let us take one example. Let us take 9. 9 is odd. So multiply by 3 plus 1. So it is equal to 28. 28 is even number, so it is divided by 2. So we are getting 14. 14 is again even number, so divided by 2, it is 7. 7 is odd number, so multiply by 3 plus 1, so it is equal to 22. 22 is even number, divided by 2 is 11. 11 into 3, this is odd number, plus 1, 33 plus 1 is 34. 34 is even number, so divided by 2, we are getting 17. 17 is odd number, so multiply by 3 plus 1, so we are getting 51 plus 1 is 52. 52 is even number, divided by 2 is 26. 26 divided by 2, again even number, so divided by 2 is 13. 13 is odd number, multiply by 3 plus 1, so it is equal to 39 plus 1 is 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now 5 multiply by 3 plus 1, 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we are getting back to 1. Do you believe the conjecture of Collard's that all such sequences will eventually reach 1? Why or why not? Yes, it will reach 1. Because if we have even number, then it is halved. But if we have odd number, then we make it even by multiplying by 3 and add 1 to it. So eventually we reach at 1. Name some objects around you that are a few thousands in number. So we have pin code, of bank. Car number is also 4-digit number. More than 10,000 in number. Mobile number. Any mobile number that is 10-digit. So mobile number. UPI codes are also more than 10,000 in number. Next question, Roshan wants to buy milk and 3 types of fruit to make fruit custard for 5 people. He estimates the cost to be ₹100. Do you agree with him? Why or why not? He wants to buy milk and 3 types of fruit to make fruit custard for 5 people. So he estimates the cost to be 100. Do you agree with him? Why or why not? To buy 3 fruits for 5 people, his estimation is wrong. As it would cost more than 300. Estimate the distance between Gandhinagar in Gujarat to Kohima in Nagaland. So Gandhinagar is towards west, Kohima, Nagaland is towards east. So it may be 2000 kilometer to, estimation is up to 3000 kilometers. Next question is, Sheetal is in grade 6 and she says she has spent 13,000 hours in school till date. Do you agree with her? Why or why not? Number of days in school, let us take 200 days. So 13 number of hours total is equal to 13,000 hours. So number of hours per day is equal to 13,000 divided by 200. So we are getting around 65 hours per day is not possible. Therefore, her estimation is wrong. Page number 72, figure it out. There is only one supercell number greater than all its neighbors in this grid. So you can see here, green colored is greater than all neighboring 4 cells. There will be 4 supercells. Figure out, if you exchange 2 digits, one of the numbers, there will be 4 supercells. Figure it out, the digits to swap. If you write down, you convert this to minimum number. So it is, so smaller number is using 6, 2, 8, 7, 1. So we get 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. So if you write down in the middle one, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. So we have 236, 39, 39,344, 50,315, 45. All will become supercells. How many rounds does your year of birth take to reach Kapurekar constant? So let us take year B. (2013). So number is this. So here largest number we can make is 3210 and smallest number is 0123. So this is first step. When you subtract, we are getting 7803. 3087. So second step, largest number is 8730. Minimum number is 0378. When you subtract it, we are getting 2. 12 minus 7 is 5. 6 minus 3 is 3. 8. Third step, we have largest number as 8532. Smallest number is 2358. So we are having, this is 4. 12 minus this is 7. 1. 6. So in 3 steps, we reached Kapurekar's constant 6174. Next question, we are the group of 5-digit numbers between 35,000 and 75,000 such that all of our digits are odd. Who is the largest number in our group and who is the smallest number in our group? Who among us is the closest to 50,000? So largest number, let us take 73999 is the largest number. And the smallest number is, all are odd numbers. So it is 33335. This number is 73,999. Smallest odd number nearest after 35,000 is 35,111. And the smallest number which is closest to 50,000 is 51,111. Next question, write one 5-digit number and two 3-digit numbers such that their sum is 18,670. So 5-digit number is 18,000. First 3-digit number. So 3-digit numbers are, we have to write two 3-digit numbers. So one we can take 200 and other one we can take 670. When you add these three numbers, you will get 0, 7, 6, 8, 1, 18,670. Choose a number between 210 and 390. Create a number pattern similar to those shown in section 3.9 that will sum up to this number. In previous part, we have done this playing with number patterns. This is section 3.9. So this is how we have to arrange those numbers. So let us take number 300. 350, let us take. So we can write down 35. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 35 into 10 is equal to 350. This is how we can sum up to this number. Recall the sequence of powers of 2 from chapter 1, table 1. Why is Collard's conjecture correct for all starting numbers in this sequence? Let us take 2 raised to power 1. So 2 raised to power 1 is equal to 2. 2 is even number, divided by 2, we are getting 1. Next is 2 square is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So ultimately we are going back to the previous sequence. Divided by 2 is 1. So there will be no odd number in this case. Only the 1 is the last odd number. 2 cube is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. Now 2 raised to the power 4 is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Check if Collard's conjecture holds for starting number 100. So let us take 100. 100 is even number. So divided by 2 is equal to 50. 50 is again even number. So divided by 2 is equal to 25. 25 is odd number. So multiply by 3 plus 1. 75 plus 1 is 76. 76 is again even number. Divided by 2 is equal to 38. 38 is also even number. Divided by 2 is equal to 19. Now 19 is odd number. So 19 into 3 plus 1 is equal to 57. 58. 58 divided by 2 is 29. Now 29 is again odd number. Multiply by 3 plus 1. 87 plus 1 is 88. So 29 to 88. 88 is even number. Divided by 2 is 44. 44 divided by 2 is equal to 22. 22 divided by 2 is equal to 11. 11 is odd number. So 11 multiplied by 3 plus 1 is equal to 34. Divided by 2 is 17. So 17 multiplied by 3 plus 1 is equal to 52. Divided by 2 is 26. Now 26 is even number. Divided by 2 is equal to 13. Now 13 is odd number. So 13 multiplied by 3 plus 1 is equal to 40. 40 divided by 2 is equal to 20, even number. So divided by 2. 20 is divided by 2 because it is again even number. So it is equal to 10. 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. Now 5 is odd number. So 5 into 3 plus 1 is equal to 15 plus 1 is 16. 16 divided by 2 is equal to 8. 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. So we reached at 1 by Collard's conjecture, and we cannot escape this loop. Starting with 0 players alternate adding numbers between 1 and 3. The first person to reach 22 wins. What is the winning strategy now? Now start first and always add numbers so that total after your turn is 1 less than multiple of 4. So let us start. The person start with 0. So 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So now we have to add in between 1 and 3. So next number will be plus 1 is equal to 4. Next is plus 2 is equal to 6. 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. Now 9 plus again 1 is equal to 10. 10 plus 2 is equal to 12. 12 plus 3 is equal to 15. Now 15 plus 1 is equal to 16. 16 plus 2 is equal to 18. 18 plus 3 is equal to 21. And 21 plus 1 is equal to 22. Means the first person who starts will win this match. So this is winning strategy. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button so I know to make more content like this. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe and turn on notification so you never miss an upload. If you want to keep watching right now, I am linked another video right here that I think you will love. Click over to check it out. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in next one. Thank you.